1, go.
Time.
So this is Super Mario World. My name's Lim, or Limchi. I'll let my couch introduce themselves.
Oh, okay, I guess I'm going first. My name is Ukulele, or just Layla. I have no experience speedrunning this game. I am just here for questions.
And I am Sten. I have spent much too much time playing this game over the years, and have also run it, so I will be explaining a lot about the game.
Yeah. So, thankfully, almost every Super Mario World category starts like with the same 3 levels, and they are very simple, so we have a lot of time to explain stuff. So you might be wondering why the category is called 96 exit instead of, you know, maybe like any percent, 100%, the typical category names. This is the equivalent. It's similar to 100%, but not quite. 100% completion we count as a separate thing where you complete every level and collect every dragon coin, which is like the old edition of star coins from more modern Mario games. This run is we are going to be completing every single level every possible way. So essentially there are not 96 levels in Super Mario World, but there are 96 ways to beat every single level in the game cumulative. So overall, we will be visiting every level and completing them in both the normal exit and the secret exit. Every level that either has 1 or 2 exits, there's none with 3. And yeah, we're just going to basically do what we would call 100%, but not quite 100%. This is Yoshi's Island. We have Yoshi's Island 2, which I just completed, Yoshi's Island 3. I kind of screwed up the strat there. We tend to run on the brown platforms for as long as we can to get Mario's running speed faster, sort of. But we are going to be probably calling out numbers at the end of a level. So you can see up in the top right, there is the time. I'm going to go for this. Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, no.
Nice try.
The yellow time in the top right, it counts down from 300 or 200, depending on the level. And essentially, when I say, like, oh, yeah, that's a 275, that's the final time on the clock. So we use that to gauge how fast I was going in that level. So 275 is pretty standard for no shell jump. I just went for the shell jump there and I missed it. This next level is annoying, so I'm going to shut up and get the strat.
Yeah, it's got some sort of precise platforming. You have to jump under a few Koopas that are kind of high and then grab onto a net.
No.
And unfortunately, Lim jumped a little bit too high at that Koopa.
So, one thing I wanted to ask, how are enemies sort of, how do they spawn in? Do they only spawn in when their starting position is in view in camera?
Not, it's similar. It's like, I think they get loaded like off camera, but like a few tiles away.
So they only start moving sort of when the camera is
near them.
Near them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Mario movie, huh?
Oh my god. It sure is, you know?
Can I go for it? Hang on. No, okay. Slightly. You can clip into that wall there and it looks silly, but
It's really funny whenever it happens.
it doesn't save any time or anything. This is Iggy. Bye, Iggy.
Bye.
Yeah, so Lim grabbed fire here in order to, because it ends up being about the same time difference killing Iggy with fire as opposed to without.
Yeah.
Once you take into account the fact that grabbing the fire takes time, but then this fire flower will be useful for later bosses as well.
So you can see there that boss there's one of 3 boss variants in the game, 4 technically. So the Koopalings can either be that one, which is like you have to knock them off the thing. There's another one where you have to stomp on them 3 times, and then there is one where they pop up out of pipes and you have to jump on them. There's also Lemmy, I think, no, wait, not Lemmy, Ludwig. He's a bit weird. But you'll see
special
them.
case?
He's a bit of a special case, yeah.
Lovely.
But we'll see him. Anyway, here I'm grabbing the cape. So if you've seen a Mario speedrun before, you might know that generally the power-up that is exclusive to the Mario game is usually the one that we keep through the entire game because it ends up either being broken or really good, or the levels are designed around having the cape anyway, so like it just makes sense for us to take it. So I'm going to fly above the level transition here and... Oh, okay.
Oh no.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I can just fly back up. So we're going to grab this key exit here. Ooh, duck flight. That's a one-frame trick that I wasn't going for. Okay.
So I noticed that whenever you are spinning upwards, when you have the cape and you hit a ceiling, your speed doesn't immediately stop. Is there an amount of time that you have to be making contact with the ceiling for you to lose all your speed?
So basically, it's more that the way it works is with the cape. Once you take off with the cape, there's a timer that starts counting down from an 80 frame countdown. So during that 80 frame countdown, you will keep flying upwards, and then after that, you'll start descending. So in the which also means that there are some cases where we'll use that to do a spin fly, lower a bit, and then continue flying upwards.
Okay, that level is annoying, and I have to do it twice, so I'm glad I got it the first time. Now I have to do it again. It's a little bit more spooky the second time around. You might have noticed I went up into like a little room transition up the top. That is only faster because I have cape. And as in real life, when you swim with an item in hand, you swim faster and upwards to the right.
Lim, whenever you're swimming with an item in your hands, do you swim to the right and up?
I mean, this is an island country. We all have to learn to swim. We know this.
Sure.
So I'm going to do it again here, hopefully. It doesn't look super precise, but it can be. Okay.
Yes.
The amount of times that I screw that up, it's wild.
That is always really cool.
It's very spooky. And then here, I'm trying to keep the cape frame rule from screwing me up. I think it screwed. Oh, no, okay.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Actually, that was optimal. Nice. Basically, the cape frame rule is... I'll let Stan explain. He'll explain it way better than I can.
It's a whole complicated thing of when you're spinning the cape, it's like it's not like it puts a hitbox around you at all times for the cape, like on both sides. It does sort of alternate between which side the cape actually is. And depending on where it is and where that shell is, you can bonk the shell on enemies, and it'll just disappear.
And that's when you're attacking people with enemies with a spin with a cape, right?
Yeah, that also that happens when you're not holding an item as well. So there are times if you say if you're running at an enemy and you full speed and you spin the cape, there's a chance that the enemy will just damage you anyway because you're going fast, and then the cape won't happen to be in front of you at the right time.
Okay.
Oh, what are you doing?
Those boos are a bit spookier than I'd have liked.
Yeah, no, the boos are based on my movement. That was just silly.
Also, is this game at 30 FPS?
60.
60?
Well, technically 60.0988 approximately.
Yeah, and then emulators run at like 59 point whatever.
Depends on the emulator.
If you want to read about it, there's documents out there. I'm not going to explain it today.
One other thing that I'm curious about, I saw right here the last time Lemon did this level, she was diving and had invincibility when she touched the boo.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So that's a thing we call cape cancelling. Basically, when you're in the normal flight animation, so rather than a spin fly, just a regular fly, you can, if you're in that flight, you will and hit an enemy. You'll just lose flight and have to regain speed rather than actually taking damage. And that is definitely abused many, many times in the speedrun.
Yeah,
I've seen it exclusive also to jump flight, because as you can see in this game, this is the first game for Mario to be able to jump and spin jump. So spin fly and regular jumping flying, they act differently. So here I'm going to do a regular jump fly because it allows me to continuously keep flying and gain height when I want to. Spin flight is more so for quick upwards vertical movement. So if cape flying, doesn't feel... Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's fine. I can just... Weird. I am actually just going to keep cape through here. DP3, the next level... We also abbreviate levels, so like DP stands for Donut Plains 3. You probably can't read it because I'm playing on the Japanese version, which is mostly arbitrary. It's just because it's like, it saves maybe 2 seconds over the course of a 96 exit run.
I mean,
in 96 exit, it's closer to 20 seconds actually.
Oh, wow.
Between each save box, it saves about a quarter of a second, and each switch palace, it saves 3 seconds.
I mean,
okay, well, it's not arbitrary then, never mind.
Why do speedrunners play on different languages if not to understand the game?
There's an old GDQ run out there where Author Blue's legend says You probably can't see that it's called Donut Plains 3 because it's up there written in anime.
I hate that.
But yeah, anyway, so this level, if you do it with no cape, it's very spooky.
Oh, I've seen it, yeah.
It's terrifying, but luckily with cape we just get to fly over it.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a few levels in this game where you can just the cape just trivializes them. You just fly through, fly over, fly under.
Yeah. So if we refer to a flyover, it usually means we are going to fly up and we are going to fly over, and that is it.
As demonstrated here.
So all I'm doing here is I'm holding Y and tapping left. It's very, very simple. For a lot of auto scrolls as well, it'll be quite similar. Gonna grab Yoshi here for a glitch coming up in a couple levels. Yoshi. I am an Australian.
I am too, and I pronounce it the right way.
Yoshi flight is also a little bit weird. So even though I'm regular jumping, it acts like spin flight. But if I do a spin jump off Yoshi, I'll jump off Yoshi. So it's like, you gotta be careful. It's wild. Yeah. This game is interesting.
It's worth noting that on average, normal flying is faster than flying on Yoshi or spin flying. But Yoshi, there's a lot of shenanigans that can be had in this game with Yoshi.
So this next level is a big vertical climb, and it's complex and it's hard, so I'm gonna shut up and try and get it.
Yeah, so what Lim will be doing here is trying to preserve their speed by moving back and forth as they fly up.
Okay.
That's very good, yeah.
Nice.
This level is so cool.
It is pretty cool. But
How did you not die there?
I am confused about that too. I'm gonna just gonna whoop.
Okay.
You can throw the spring there, but it's spooky and yeah. So we're gonna kill this guy with 2 fireballs and a stomp. Done.
There you go.
That's it.
Yeah, normally Morton would take 12 fire. I think is it 12 or 10? Either 12 or 10 fireballs.
Something like that.
Or
yeah.
3 stomps to kill, or for some reason you can just do 2 fireballs and 1 stomp, which is easily the fastest.
So upcoming, we have a glitch we call Wings. It is very complicated, but essentially, the gist of it is, Yoshi is relatively broken in this game. This is the first game to introduce Yoshi as a mechanic. You can ride Yoshi and do stuff with him. So we abuse some things. I'll let Stan explain it actually.
So basically, this game has an item in blocks which are Yoshi wings. If you collect the Yoshi wings, it instantly beats the level and takes you to a coin heaven. You fall out of the coin heaven, level's done, and gives you the normal exit. So the wings block is the same as a P-balloon block or a key block, but just at a different horizontal position. So if you take a key block and dupe it to the right, you can get wings. And in this case, you can, if you take the bottom of a dragon coin, duplicate a block into it, and then duplicate that, you can, after collecting the dragon coin, you can get wings. Unfortunately, Lim missed them there.
Yeah, so I missed the duplication. You have to duplicate it to the right, which is a little bit more precise. I'm also dealing with an invisible block, so it makes it even harder for me to tell where it is. But luckily, this level is one of the levels that has 2 exits, so we can just complete the other exit and retry it. Yeah. It saves a lot of time to do this trick. Like, doing this level normally is horrendous.
Yeah, it's something like 40 seconds faster. Doing these wings.
Oh my god.
So to paraphrase, if I understand correctly, this works because you're duplicating a block into a dragon coin into the correct horizontal position to where it...
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Okay.
You're duplicating a block into a dragon coin, collecting the dragon coin, which turns that block, instead of turning it into air, it turns it into a key block, and then that gets duplicated to the right to become wings.
Oh.
It's very complicated. If you want to learn more about it, you can go to Retro Game Mechanics Explained. That is run by IsoFreeze, another Super Mario World speedrunner who kind of revolutionized the glitches in this game. So he's very cool. Highly recommend watching those videos to figure out how these glitches actually work. That's not going to work. Okay.
Yeah, no, I understand it better now that you explained it, Stan.
So what Lim was trying to do there was basically you can use Yoshi underwater to sort of clip into a corner and then clip out of bounds.
It's hilarious.
Which lets you get to the secret exit of this level a fair bit faster than having to swim around this way.
Although it is quite a bit difficult, and it's not inconsistent, but it's definitely more difficult than the Yoshi clip that we do later in the run, which is more mandatory. Oh, okay.
Oh, so you do you go for
Buddy.
the secret exit even though you don't get the clip?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
if you, in this case, you've already lost Yoshi, and you can't possibly keep Yoshi to the normal exit.
Yeah.
So you just have to cut your losses, because it would be way slower to go back and get another Yoshi.
So it's in this level, as opposed to the Wings Yoshi Wings level, it's not faster to just go and complete the
Yeah, that's
complete
correct.
the level the normal exit if you miss the clip. Okay.
Yeah. Well, if you missed the clip and did the normal exit, you still wouldn't have a Yoshi with you to attempt it again.
Oh, that's true.
So right there, I completed the Switch Palace. There are 4 Switch Palaces throughout the game. They're kind of like little bonus levels that are designed to make it easier. We have to complete them anyway because, you know, we're doing all the exits. There is a frame-perfect trick that you can do. Oh, hello. It's purely swag, and it saves 0 time whatsoever, but it looks really silly, and there are 4 chances for me to get it in this run. So I will be going for all 4.
I will donate $5 per yum.
Yeah, it doesn't save or lose any time for me to go for it, so I just always go for it.
Did you get the yump there?
I did not get the yump
No.
there. Yeah, you will definitely know if I get a yump. I will be yelling about it, but
There's a good chance
yeah.
I will be yelling about it as well.
I remember you
I think
saying
that's
them.
2. Nope, sticky
Nice.
fly.
Yo.
If you happen to
Oh,
fly
okay.
under a
Oh.
ledge like that at the right angle at the right time, you can just stick to the ceiling.
Yeah, so I don't need to be pressing left like I normally do. You just kind of stick there. Previously thought to be Taz only, but not anymore.
So
For
I
some
remember
reason.
I remember you saying that there are no frame perfect strats, but there are frame perfect swag tricks.
Yes. So the block duplication I did before is frame perfect if you don't have a cape. Thankfully, I do have a cape, so it makes it more lenient. It's like 2 frames, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, big difference.
But yeah, most of the time, visual cues are pretty lenient in this game. So Yoshi clips are not frame perfect. Yumps are frame perfect, but they're swag only, and like you don't need to go for them. I think there are definitely other tricks that are frame perfect. This game is actually pretty well made. Ooh, item fly. I say as I do a glitch. But this game is pretty well made. It only gets frame perfect when you like break it down to its bare essentials and you're trying to, you know, I want to do this glitch, so then suddenly I have to do like 3 frame perfect tricks because, you know, speedrunners do things. So like shell jumping, especially mid-air shell jumps, which is what I tried to do a little while back. They are 2 to 3 frame perfect, and also they depend on a lot of things. That is, ooh,
That's fine.
I think it's fine.
How many of the
Yes, nice.
bone coasters do you skip in this level?
A whole bunch.
Oh my
That
god.
Not
was
this one though.
Close to the lava.
That was
I would rather not die than go for the strat.
That was really scary.
So this level is infamous also for being mean, to say the least.
it looks mean.
This is
it's a
VD3.
bit of a spooky one.
Yeah, so this is Vanilla Dome 3. Basically, there are a bunch of bone coasters there. I'm going to be trying to skip... I tried to skip that one. I failed. I am going to try to skip this one as well, but this time I'm going to grab Yoshi at the same time.
Oh, they actually are called bone coasters.
They are called bone coasters, yeah.
I just called them that because that's what I thought best described them.
I've
call
only
them
ever heard them
rafts.
called skull rafts, but bone coaster is way cooler.
I think that's what it's officially called in New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and they
Yeah.
last appeared in that game. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Skip.
Nice.
It's not easy, but I did a slightly modified strat, so it's not too bad.
Oh, okay, got Yosh. That's
okay,
important.
do not want to lose Yoshi here.
This
so
Yoshi saves a lot of time in,
a couple levels from now.
yeah.
We get to see an intentional wings. So you saw before I duplicated to get wings, so it's an unintended wings. Now, in a couple levels from now, there are 3 wings in the game. We're going to be seeing all of them. And they are used to skip the end of a level where the developers thought it might be too hard for you to bring Yoshi all the way to the end. So it's sort of like a little... It always saves time, so we'll bring Yoshi in there. This level is very simple. As long as I do the left-right at the beginning, I can literally just hold B and left and jump at certain times. Very, very easy.
How are you guys doing
I'm
today?
just doing this. I'm doing
Yeah,
good.
pretty good.
It's the Mario movie, huh?
The Mario movie. We want to talk about Chris Pratt.
Anyone see the Mario movie trailer this morning? We got up at 7 in the morning to watch that, and oh boy,
It really was.
I'm really excited.
That was the
for-
first thing I saw after waking up, and I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I read a tweet from someone that said, because it was being broadcast at Comic-Con, the entire crowd cheered for Bowser, complete silence for Mario, and then Luigi comes on screen and everyone cheered again. So I do a little bit of just spinning the cape there manually to manipulate that Magic Koopa to not spawn in my face, which he did not.
Yeah, the Magic Koopa, the position it appears at is RNG, but it's manipulable RNG.
Yeah. RNG in this game is also strange. We're going to refer to some things as, like, I'll try not to refer to the things that are not RNG as not RNG, but some things are human uncontrollable and they're not RNG, like the Yoshi clip. It's not technically a 3 in 4 chance to get it, but I refer to it as a 3 in 4 chance because it's human uncontrollable. So RNG and human uncontrollable strats are two different things. This game is weird.
So how is it uncontrollable? In what way?
It's basically, I mean, in terms of the Yoshi clip, it's basically if you have everything set up right, it will still only work on 3 out of 4 frames. Just due to the way buoyancy works in this game.
I'm sorry, my brain just flatlined.
Okay. Wall clip? No wall clip.
No.
You can get a wall clip there. It's silly and it doesn't save any time. It looks really silly, but it's like pixel perfect and it depends on like so many parts of the game working at the same time. So the next little bit is interesting. So if you saw earlier in Vanilla Dome, there are 2 different paths. There's one that goes to the left, one that goes to the right. We didn't go down the left path because we're actually going to be coming back later in the run. So now we're going to be going to the Star Road, and if you complete the Star Road, it sends you back to the beginning of the game anyway. So this category is routed so that you essentially like do all of the sort of optional levels and then come back and then do the other optional levels. So this level, this is a developer intended strat. I can literally just hold right, Y, and B, and I will immediately make it to where the wings need to be.
You're kidding me.
No,
Wait, the devs intended that?
The devs intended that, as far as I'm aware.
I don't know if the devs intended it, but it works.
It definitely, maybe the devs didn't intend it, but I'm pretty sure I read somewhere that it was discovered in testing, and they were like, yeah, I'll just leave it. It's no problem.
I can confirm it does not work in the GBA version of the game.
That's unfortunate. There is a GBA version of this game. It's mechanically very different, and that's why it's like basically a separate game that we run. Also by Yoshi.
No!
He's not falling into a pit. It's fine.
Why would you
He's
do
very
that
safe.
to him?
We don't need him anymore. He's
He's
going to live a
5
happy
miles
life here in Cookie Mountain.
He's 5 miles away from the nearest 7-Eleven. How could you do that to him? Poor guy.
We don't need him anymore. The next level, we're going to go back to that level that I just completed, but unfortunately if we bring Yoshi along, it makes it quite a bit harder. Instead, we're just going to fly over it, and then we're going to fly under something, and then we're going to get the goal. This next level is a little bit interesting. And this is also one of the levels, I should explain. We have different categories like 96 exit, which is the 100% with cape. Then we also have 95 exit, because there is one exit in the game that is unobtainable without cape. And then there's 90 exit small only. I think it's now 91 exit.
92.
Because of 92.
You can technically do this exit small only, but it's
Yeah.
a mess. It's a whole big mess.
Although the category is dead because Resi got it first try. There is basically here. Okay, that's fine.
Lim, don't give me a heart attack, please.
Okay, so we're going to fly under here, and as you can see, it's not really feasible to get here without, like, a Yoshi to jump off of or a cape. So small only, you have to do this crazy frame-perfect pause as well as a really precise jump that might work and might not because of the sprite spawning rule. It's silly. I'm going to take this level a little bit slower than normal because if I lose cape here, it's just annoying to go back and get.
It's a water level. I think you will take this slower than normal anyway.
Yeah.
Soda Lake is... It's a level that exists.
It sure is.
The torpedo Teds are just annoying to deal with.
Wait,
they only appear in this level.
Wait, they're called torpedo Teds?
Yeah.
That's adorable.
Yeah, you've got Torpedo Ted and Bullet Bill.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Or Bill and Ted, if you'd prefer.
That's so cute. I love them.
Excellent adventure or something.
Little Scrimblers, I love them.
But they only appear in this level. In Kaizo, they're used way more, but
In Kaizo, they're mostly used in
You know
not
what, I
water
am
levels
just
to
going to wait it out.
Do you guys want to explain Kaizo for people who aren't aware?
Oh, I think
Kaizo.
that's a whole big thing.
That, you know what? I'm just gonna. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no!
I tried so hard.
Was that intentional, or were you trying to keep
Absolutely not.
your cape? So what's the backup there? You gonna get another cape?
I'm just gonna
from
go
another
back.
level?
there should
Okay.
not going
Get
to
out of
Star
my
World
way.
4 for a cape.
I could go for Star Wars 4. I could go back. I'll probably just. I'll go for Star Wars 4.
So is
Whatever.
this like you're gonna do things levels out of order than you normally would?
Sort of, a little bit. So here we have the Star Road. It's like a world designed to confuse you. So there's a secret level and the secret exit and a normal exit in every single one of these levels. Like this one here, which is literally like 2 screens long. So I'm gonna beat the level now.
I don't get this level. It just feels. It
So
just
level's
feels like.
over.
It just feels like an endless easy in Mario Maker.
Yeah. So there's this normal exit is actually going to take me back. So this is the unintended. Like the devs expect you to find the secret exit, but because we're getting every single exit in the game, we are also going to get the secret exit, which is up here.
Oh.
I would fly up here if I had cape. I don't have cape.
But there's a cape early on in the next level, so
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
I
no
have
big deal.
I have never seen you do this level without cape. That looked really cool.
Yeah.
You get to ride the
silly.
cloud. It's great.
Yeah.
Do you like, cause I saw them just barely graze the cloud and get into it. Is that like?
Oh yeah, the cloud hitbox is a
The
bit.
cloud hitbox is kind of big. It's great.
That's amazing.
I didn't have Yoshi there, so I didn't want to screw it up. Because
And we're
normally you
back.
eat a thing with. You eat a thing with Yoshi. You eat a shell there with Yoshi. But now we're gonna do a fly under.
Oh, you scared me so much with this.
The death plane is actually quite a bit below where the level visually ends, so it's like not a big deal. I can
Yeah.
fly under there. I can swim under there. Like I'm gonna be doing that a lot because
Yeah.
it's just easier because there's no enemies down there. It makes sense.
You just passed by the secret exit. Is it faster? Are you just doing like the normal exit here just because, or is it faster to do it in that order?
It's faster to do it in this order because the normal exit takes you back and we want to be going forward. So essentially, we have to do the normal exit first because otherwise we have to walk in the overworld like for a little extra tiny bit.
I see.
Saves a little bit of time overall. That's why the routing is designed so that the game automatically pushes us forward the most. So as you can see, after I beat a level, the game pushes me forward automatically.
Oh,
Oh no.
That's fine.
It's kind of bad.
that's fine.
That's totally fine, yeah.
It's not ideal.
Okay.
Thank you, Mario.
Can you... Stop that.
New to
Just
me.
glide round on the right.
Can I?
Yeah.
True.
Oh, that way. Yeah.
Okay, that works.
Speedrun a nose back up.
Yeah, I'm smart. So that red switch there is designed to like allow you to get there easily. It's really cool to do in small only when you have no switches on. I'm not going to show it off because it's super difficult, but here is a flyover. Very simple. The Star Road. This is the Star World. Technically, the next level, the next world is the Star Road. But there's a little concrete bit up here. I have to fly because otherwise I'm gonna land. Oh,
Where
I
is
landed again.
Mario? He's gone.
He's gone. Good.
He's gone. He's gone to play his role in the Mario movie.
Yeah, the next level is yucky. With
Yucky?
Cape, it's yucky.
How so?
So you saw those turn blocks earlier. We were duplicating them and getting some wings. When you're on the screen, there can only be 4 of those blocks that are spinning at the same time. So we abuse that by doing this. Okay, I guess we're not doing it then.
Oh, this is the zip level.
Yep. So we're going to be doing zips, which is forcing... Yeah, there we go.
Yo, that's so
Whee!
cool.
We're going to be basically forcing Mario into the spinning blocks so that it forces the game to spin more blocks, but it can't have more than 4 blocks on the screen, so it just pushes Mario downwards. And whee!
How hard is that to do?
It's not necessarily hard, but more so inconsistent.
Yeah, it's definitely weird and inconsistent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you like
Annoying.
always attempt it,
Yeah.
but like there was one time, I think the first time I saw you do it, where you just did not get it at all.
Yeah, it's sometimes it lets you through, sometimes it doesn't. You kind of have to just like hope.
So does it push you down when you're inside a turn block that stops spinning?
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, like if you were just to stand
Whee!
inside a couple of turn blocks that were spinning, it would probably just like push you to the left.
That was fast, actually. Nice.
It's the
That was
the
really
combination of the fact that you're spinning more with the cape as you go,
Okay.
and then it ends up being just a chain reaction pushing you down.
Oh, that's cool.
This is a fan favorite level. You just swim.
Little guy, look at him. Lim, do you swim up and to the right whenever you're holding an item in water?
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
So we're just gonna keep Yoshi. Here we go, under the level. This is one of the only ones in the special world, the Star World, that we get the secret exit first. Reason for that is because from here we actually want to backtrack. So we want to get this exit, go back, and then do it again. Now we're going to do the normal exit, and it's going to push us backwards, and that's where we want to go anyway.
Isn't that because there's, because I saw there was a level that you did that you didn't get the secret exit in. Is
That's
that
right.
Yeah.
So Star World 5 actually doesn't take you to... It doesn't take you forward, it takes you to the special road, which is where we want to be next, which is... Dax called it the DLC levels, and I think that's funny.
DLC for a 30-year-old
They're
game.
the levels that are essentially way harder. There's 8 of them, that they are designed to be really, really hard, and they're like the final challenge, I guess. But we do it early because, like, you know, I speedrun this game. They are called in English like really cool, you know, 90s, 80s slang, like groovy, way cool, awesome, mondo. In Japanese, they're called, this is the level that you do something, or this is the level where you swim, or something really long like that. So I guess the localizers just didn't want to localize that, and they just decided to call it, like, you know, funky.
Look, Tubular is the best level name.
Tubular is the best level name, but the worst level in the entire road, so...
It's got its ups and downs.
So we have 3 very short levels, if I do them right.
Yeah, so Lim will be going for another set of duplicated wings here. This time duplicating, once again, duplicating into the bottom of a dragon coin, but this one happens to be in the right position that it will just be a wings block.
Oh, here you don't have any other blocks to spin. That's
oh yeah.
How?
I spun the shell. That's my
That
fault.
can happen if you pick up the shell with momentum.
Please.
This looks like it's a lot worse because you have to do this setup without having other blocks to spin so you can stop them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worse in some ways.
Nice.
In others, it's
Nice.
a bit
Just gotta be
easier
very careful.
in that you don't have to duplicate this to the right.
Alright, I'm gonna... Normally, that block is not in the way, so I'm gonna...
Bye, Yoshi.
Oh my
no,
god.
Okay, I have to do the level normally now.
No!
Yeah, those wings are gone, and
Oh.
I think
you know
you
what?
have to.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This happened in practice yesterday.
It's not faster to restart the level and reattempt wings.
Well,
right?
I can't, because
You
I
can't-
can't exit the level if I haven't beaten it already.
Okay.
Oh, just, okay. Sure. That works for me. Looks like we've lost audio.
There we go.
Oh,
It's
no.
back.
Yeah,
Is that
cool.
the game?
Oh no!
Okay.
That's fine. You've got another Yoshi in way cool.
Yeah. Oh, well, I need Yoshi for Tubular.
So with wings,
So I'm gonna go back.
So with wings, it only works if they're you can only do it on star coins that have a turn block some distance underneath them, right?
Yes.
Yeah, some
Or-
underneath
yeah.
or across. You can only duplicate blocks up or vertical, up or horizontally,
Okay.
not downwards.
I specifically want to get a blue Yoshi for this. Oh, actually, Tubular, it doesn't matter. But okay, whatever. This is fine. This is probably the fastest one anyway.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe Star World 4, but Overworld. You don't normally do this, is what I'm trying to say. I screwed up. Next level, Tubular. Very annoying level, but hopefully we're going to get a very funny wing duplication. We're going to shove a P-switch where it's not supposed to be, and the game is going to try and force the P-switch out, but we're going to try and keep it in.
Nice.
Yo, nice.
So the game massively slows down, and then we get wings.
It starts spawning a set of wings every frame.
Every frame, yeah.
does
So the
not
game is
stop.
struggling to keep up.
That's a really funny one.
This next level is way more precise than it needs to be.
Mario, start.
Okay, that's fine. Somehow it sometimes screws up. I think, yeah. Anyway, you just fly over, and here's an intended set of wings. So we're actually going to hit a block, and it's going to spawn some wings.
Yeah,
but
this one's
it's
supposed to be wings.
Yeah.
The first time I ever saw you hit a block and that was just normal and it had wings, I was so confused because I thought that it was some kind of glitch that you could only access by duplicating blocks. And I
This
was like,
game out of
"Whoa."
context is really weird. You know, duplicate a block, grab a coin, wait for it to stop spinning, then duplicate it again and somehow wings, and then Yoshi beats the level. I'm not going for the flower grab here because it's scary. So as you can see, there are cheap cheeps here. We don't really need to worry about them because I can just fly over it. But you can go for a flower grab down there. Very spooky.
So one thing we haven't really talked about is basically if you've got a blue Yoshi and you put a shell in his mouth, he gets wings and can fly. It also works if you have a blue shell with any colored Yoshi.
Yeah, and very important distinction here. This kind of Yoshi wings is different from the level-ending Yoshi wings, but they're both Yoshi wing. Oh, hello. Come here. Yeah, so we're going to grab this shell, and I'm basically just going to fly through the level forward, and it should be fine. Going to grab a flower here, because I need it later for some boss kills. Ah, okay. I think I didn't get that because I didn't go over the screen transition.
What were you trying to do?
Trying to skip the power-up transition. Sometimes you can skip it if the conditions are all right.
Oh, I understand that.
Yeah, if you're above the top of the screen. When
30.
You,
That's the first time I've ever seen you collect a tape.
That's a complete lie.
Well, okay. Well,
so
look.
Lim just hit the gold tape and collected 30 bonus stars. If you collect 100 bonus stars, you get a bonus game at the end of the level. The bonus game is slow, so we don't want that.
That's why you don't hit the gold tape. But it is deceptive because in Mario Maker 2, you have to hit the gold tape, which is dumb.
Yeah, that's why I was confused.
That's why Mario Maker 2 is a bad game. I will not be taking criticism on this opinion.
I believe Mario Maker 2 you don't need to hit the tape. I think that was just Mario Maker 1.
Never mind. Mario Maker 1 is a bad game. Mario Maker 2 is a base game. This level is very long and very laggy, and we ditch Yoshi there. We don't need him anymore. It's just faster to fly over it in general. Otherwise, you have to swim through it. The water going up and down is really slow, adds particles to the screen, and there's tons of sprites on the screen. Very much the laggiest level in the game.
I was about to ask, yeah.
Easily the laggiest level in the game, apart from maybe, like, I don't know. FOI 1 is pretty laggy as well. But the next two levels are actually just flyovers, so I think now would be a good time for donations. We've been talking for about half an hour non-stop, so if we do have any donations, now would be a good time.
I believe we don't have a host yet because we
that's
are still getting
unfortunate.
set up.
Okay,
Oh,
that's no
no.
problem. So the Mario movie, huh?
Oh, okay. This is when
This is bad.
Outrageous gets spooky.
Yeah, this is when Outrageous gets
This is-
outrageous.
This level is quite spooky if you're on the ground and like really technical doing with
fine.
fast without a cape.
Purely intentional.
But with flight, it is fairly trivial.
Yeah. With the, I still, like, it. I think when I did the small only strat for this, it took me like 3 hours to learn, and I still can't do it consistently. It's insanely difficult.
I've never learned it small only, but like entering with Yoshi and no cape is
Still
actually
spooky.
incredibly fun.
Oh, yeah, no, I've seen that strat, but I haven't learned it yet. Also, SNES loading seam. Nice. Sometimes when sprites spawn at the bottom of the screen, they appear at the top, and sometimes when sprites spawn at the top, they appear at the bottom.
Oh, I didn't pay attention to that.
That's just how, like, retro consoles spawn sprites. Like, as if you watch Super Mario Bros. 3, like, the right side of the screen is constantly flashing. That's because the loading seam. That's fine.
I saw when
And here the game tells us that you are super player. So now I am officially a super player.
No, officially super player.
Super player.
You're only a super player
If
on
you
the,
play on the
on
US
the English version
Yeah.
of the game.
Super player, specifically.
Everyone watching this is now a super player.
Yeah.
No, is now a super player.
Is now super player. There's no A. Very important distinction.
Okay.
So, here's another flyover. If we do have a donation now, it still is a good time.
Okay, so we do have a few actually. We've got a donation from Lonk for Zelda saying Link's name is Lonk. That was $5.
Fair enough.
We have an $11.61 donation from Anonymous saying, "Yo, let's get speed running. Shout out to the people that make this happen."
True.
A $100 donation from the SMW community
Ooh.
saying, "Howdy from the SMW community. Good luck on your run, Lim." And we've got one from Brick, close parenthesis, saying, "Ayo, Lim stream."
SMW community,
Lim stream.
they said that they were going to do a donation for this. That's really kind. Yeah, the SMW community is wonderful. I've been a part of it for maybe 5 years now, 5 coming up on 6, and they've just been a really nice home for me in the speedrunning community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Everyone's awesome there.
I've been around there since 2015, and they're a very good bunch.
Oh. How many more yumps are there in the run?
2 more. There's one coming up in about 2 minutes, and there's one coming up in about 17, give or take.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, so now as you can see, we're back at the beginning because we beat the special road, and now the whole game is Halloween themed. This is the fall palette. Some of the enemy placements move, and all of the sprites change. So the Koopas have Mario faces on them, but I think, and the piranha plants are also jack-o'-lanterns, like they're pumpkins. I mean, it is October, so props to that.
Spooky.
Gameplay-wise, the main difference is that all of the red Koopas become blue, and all of the green Koopas become yellow. So
Yes.
it means there's a lot more blue Koopas around for flying with Yoshi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that only applies to Yoshi, right? Or Yoshi.
Yeah.
God damn
Yeah.
it, you guys have infected me.
We don't, yeah, like blue shells don't really matter unless we have a Yoshi.
Yeah.
It just means that we don't need a blue Yoshi to fly, and having blue shells around just makes it easier.
It's definitely a bigger deal without Cape, but it's still useful.
Yeah.
I'm so infected by Mario Kart that whenever I hear the term blue shell, I think of Mario Kart.
True.
And I shudder every single time.
Here is a, I'd say 45-second auto-scroller, give or take. And we do it twice.
It is a level that exists.
You're just
Okay.
doing that for fun, aren't you?
Well, you can duplicate the block so that it makes like a little cradle for the shell.
Tuck it into bed.
Yeah,
Kiss it
exactly.
goodnight.
You can also do this.
Yo!
He's stuck up there now. Trapped.
Sometimes
all
you just gotta
eternity.
put the buzzy in the
And
ceiling.
he wakes up. Hang on, there he is.
Punished for his actions.
Punished for his crimes.
What did he do? What was his crimes, Lim?
Free him.
Free him. Does he deserve to be freed is the question.
You can also clip into one-tile blocks and...
I don't think that should work.
This game is silly. Gonna try and get some P-speed here. Oh, why are you spawning early? Okay, I got P-speed, so hope it works. I think I lost
I
it.
think it's gone. Huh?
Yeah, I ducked it a couple too many times.
Yeah,
So
you can
why-
save a little bit of time by flying into that pipe.
And then you can fly out of the pipe as well. But we're gonna fly up here. This is like the secret exit transition. We're gonna go into that pipe in the next time we do it, despite not getting the secret exit, and that's because it takes us to the end of the level anyway. Here is the third switch palace. It's the green switch palace. Also, yeah, the Koopa shell is now a Mario head.
It's so cursed.
Right.
No!
I'm gonna blame it on input delay. It's a one-frame trick. The only visual cue is like when Mario's feet touch the switch. It's whatever. So that's the third one. The green switch is sometimes people route it so that you do the green switch first, and that's because it has capes in it. So green blocks will always have a cape in it. So it cradle.
Oh
He
no!
went over it.
He doesn't get to go to bed.
Getting the
green
buzzy into the
shell-
cradle is actually tricky.
It is, yeah, because the screen's scrolling at the same time. Yeah, but the green
Tax
blocks have
evasion.
a cape, so if I lose cape, it'll be much easier for me to just go and get one. There's also a cape in here.
He's punished for his crimes. What did he do?
I don't need it though. I want to keep this flower ideally for quite a while because I'm gonna be using. Oh, there we go.
How does that work?
That's just because when Mario is forced into a one-tile block, he kind of gets forced downwards. And as well as that, you can spin jump to, I guess, modify Mario's hitbox just a tiny bit, and it allows you to kind of clip right through the block. We do use that in a level coming up, but I'm gonna go for it because it's a marathon. but it's a 2-frame trick, and it's dependent on frame rule, and it's also really silly, and it saves 13 seconds, but you die if you fail it, so... It's like right at the end of the run as well, which is really great for like no cape, no styled runs, and you're on world record pace, and then suddenly, oh, I failed the trick because of whatever.
That feels personal.
It does feel personal. This game feels personal after you've played it this as much as we have.
So Lim was able to fly out of a pipe there. That's basically because, as I mentioned earlier, there's a takeoff meter that counts down from 80 frames every time you take off. Basically, if you enter a pipe or a door, that doesn't get reset, so you can just like jump after coming out of a door or a pipe and immediately gain flight.
I must say, having these headphones, like going through the door transition, it's like bass boosted. It's fun.
So, out of curiosity, why is it called P-Speed?
It's based on Super Mario Bros. 3. So SMB3 has the like on screen the P meter, which fills up. Like it's got like 7 triangles, and then when it's full, you can run at full speed.
I remember
Super
that.
Mario World has the same mechanic. It's just not
Invisible.
visibly displayed.
Why was it called P-Speed to begin with? Like, is it power or something?
It's probably
I'd
power.
Probably
assume it's
power.
power.
Yeah.
I mean, Power was like a big part of Nintendo's brand back in like the
It
What was
was
it?
Yeah.
80s?
Nintendo Power. Like that's
I'd
the whole thing.
I'd say
late
go
80s?
and ask Miyamoto. He can
Oh
probably
yeah,
help us.
just ring him up.
Or
and tell him
probably
what
like
speed
the
dial.
Super Mario
Give
Bros. would
Miyamoto a
probably know.
call. He will explain.
This next level is annoying with cape and really fun without, and I have cape, so oops.
So I noticed you were skipping over a few levels there. Don't you have to redo everyone after the full transition?
No, so actually, because I've completed that level already, I don't need to complete it again.
So
I'm
why are
only-
you redoing these?
So I haven't done this level yet, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I've gotten to there. Like I skipped a level because I did it earlier when I messed up wings. Essentially, I don't need to redo the levels that I've already done, but the levels that I'm missing an exit for, like I've only done one of the 2 intended exits, I do have to do again.
So how do you keep track of it?
Memory.
You just remember.
Yeah,
Plus,
it's-
you can always see the overworld paths of the levels you've done.
Ooh, nice.
And really, there's a route, you do everything in order, so...
Green beans. No, don't be mean.
I think it's been mean, then.
Yeah, these
Please.
beam
I don't think
screen
it's-
platform things are very weird. If they're only slightly on screen, they just don't have a hitbox, and you can't jump on them. It's quite annoying.
Green beans are mean. It happens. You
Mean
can
bean
get beamed.
machine?
Yeah, that's what we call it. You call it getting beamed.
Yo.
This is kind of like where we start like a slog. It's like 5 levels. It's like flyover. Oh, hello. Maybe not a flyover. I'm scared of them. So
They're
we have like.
intimidating.
Oh, please.
You okay,
Please.
Liv?
This is getting spooky.
I'm just gonna.
Oh my god.
This is fine.
Okay.
This
Thank
is
God.
totally fine. So we have 2 flyovers, a water level, and then a 2-minute auto-scroller, and then another flyover, and then we get back into like the regular swing of things. So this, I call it the slog. I don't know what other people call it. It's like 15 minutes of just like tapping left.
I call it the vanilla tabletop.
Yeah, that's what it's called in the Japanese manual. Fun fact. Because we just went through Vanilla Dome, and now we're on top of like the Vanilla Dome, so Vanilla Tabletop. All of the worlds, almost all the worlds, are named after food. So there's
So
Yoshi's
obscure.
Island, which is Yoshi, debatably a food, but
I don't think I
Donut-
want to eat a Yoshi.
Donut Plains, Vanilla Dome, Vanilla Tabletop, Butter Bridge. Oh, these are
Cheese
here are the
bridge.
dolphins.
I love them. Oh my god, they're just little guys.
Please. This is the only level that they appear. In the Japanese version, Yoshi can eat them. Don't know why they removed that in the English version.
I don't think that's healthy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that is, at least.
That's like the only time where there might be a Japanese only strat, because you can eat the Yoshi and it like puts it in a right position so you can get P speed slightly faster, but even then it saves like 0.1 seconds. It's not really relevant. So running on Japanese or English. Japanese or US doesn't matter. Japanese or PAL, that's a different story, because when the NES and SNES were released, Australia was using 50 hertz at the time as an electrical standard. So
And we still do.
yeah, we still yeah, true, but we at least compensate for the 60 hertz better than we did with Super Mario World. Essentially, because of that, the power to the SNES is not getting as much power. So as a result, the game runs at almost like 1.5 times speed. All the physics are different. It feels really janky.
It's actually technically that because it's 50 hertz versus 60 hertz, the game just runs at 5/6 of the speed.
Yeah.
Here, and then they to compensate, they're like, hey, this is slow. They made Mario go fast, and they did weird things with the physics.
Yeah. So no
That's
one
one
runs
way
on
to do
PAL unless you're running a PAL category, but no one does that. Here are the Resnos.
No!
No!
Oh, no!
Why does... Oh,
So,
God. So many things happen there.
The Resnor platforms, they are weird and janky, and will sometimes basically teleport you into lava.
Yeah, when you are small, So, there are a couple things that happen there. First, I got hit by the Resnor. That's my own fault. But also, when you run into the side of a Resnor platform, it can push you to left or right, like a lot.
Randomly?
And then also, not randomly, that's consistent. The not randomly part is that when you are small, sometimes it pushes you to the left into the lava and there is nothing you can do about it. Sometimes, it just happens. So what happened there is I lost Cape, tried to get Flower, hit the block, was small, got pushed to the left, and died.
Oh my
There's
god.
so many things that happen in that short span. But thankfully, there is a cape in the next level, so it's not a big deal. I just have to... Like, it's actually easier for me to do this fight, like, without cape.
How often do
So,
Resnors
he's
kill
annoying.
runs?
Kill runs... They kill small-only runs more than they kill anything else. Please.
Oh,
Don't...
so scary.
Okay,
No,
okay,
no,
okay, I'm just gonna...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
no. Okay.
So the Japanese version, they're called Weebly, which is arguably a much better name.
They're called what, sorry?
Weebly.
Bui Bui?
Weebly.
It's
I
written on the
love them.
platform.
It's written on the platform. Yeah.
I love them. Oh my
So
god.
Resnor is the English name we call Resnors. They're mean. And also where they shoot fireballs, RNG or global timer? I think it's global timer.
It's something.
It's
I
human
think
uncontrollable, but it is actually RNG. I think.
It's not. Yeah, I know it's I think it's RNG, and I think like it depends what increments RNG in the level. Like I know,
yeah, true,
like
true.
Chocolate Ford, if you play that consistently, you get very consistent fireballs.
So how does global timer work?
So-
Basically, there's
Yeah.
some stuff. I'm not 100% sure. I know.
Oh
I know.
God.
Basically, there's a it's probably just like a 256 frame counter or something
Let's
from
go.
when the console was turned on that affects. You just despawned the mushroom platform.
What?
Am I? No.
Wait!
So basically, what Liv did there, and I'm not sure I've ever actually seen anyone do this in a
I
run
have
before.
never done
in
that
the
before.
7 years I've been playing this game. With
What the heck?
So Lim basically had too many sprites on the screen when that platform was supposed to spawn. So it just didn't.
I've never seen that before.
That's genuinely incredibly difficult to do without having a Yoshi here. Like
I didn't even
I
have a
don't know how
Yoshi.
you managed that.
that I was able to pop
the
off that
heck?
you like chained a one up that well.
That's insane.
And then you just
Well, it's a good thing I got all those one-ups because I died. Alright, I will be sure to kill them this time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
That's-
funny.
I have been playing this game for 5 years, and not once have I ever had that encounter.
That's so funny.
That is insane.
I didn't even know that was possible.
I knew it was possible. I definitely did not expect it to happen.
Have you
Oh,
seen
you
it
know what?
before?
Now I
Not-
can't get cave.
Not
anymore.
without having Yoshi in the level, because he's an extra sprite and makes it a lot more likely.
Oh, so like, isn't it just like the sprite count? So I assume that, because what
I
Lynn
actually
just
can't
did-
get cape anymore because I'm small.
Oh no.
So now I just can't get cape.
So-
I'm not doing Butter Bridge 2 without cape. That's... No.
What?
Trying to... No, there's a Super Cooper at the start. Just grab that.
Oh, true. Yeah, okay.
So what Lim just did, like with juggling the one-ups, I assume that's like, Because like that doesn't look like
That's
it's
easy.
Yeah, it doesn't look too hard
I
to do.
do
So I
that
assume
normally for swag because I'm bored in this 2-minute auto-scroller.
I assume that would have been seen.
If you watch
before,
my
right?
runs, I do that in like almost every single run, and I've never ever seen that happen.
I think it's probably just something about the specific timing, the fact that like I assume more, like the Koopas that popped out of the shells, there were probably more of them alive than usual or something.
Yeah.
Again,
yeah.
that's
the sprite spawning routine can sometimes also just screw you over. And
I'm genuinely impressed that you did that.
This game is well built.
here you are. Oh, come on now. Don't be mean. Right,
You didn't
now-
have to kill him.
I did have to kill him. He hit me.
He was just vibing.
He hit me.
He
and I
was
lost my
there.
mushroom.
He
Yeah,
gave
so
you
this
his
is the
cape.
flavor. The next level, I would ideally like to have fire because you actually skip a cycle in the boss fight, but it does mean that I get to show the no fire cycle skip, which is pretty funny. You'll see it. Usually we kill bosses with 2 fireballs and a stomp. This one, if you don't kill with 2 fireballs and a stomp, it loses maybe 15 seconds, probably less. I think less.
I think 14.
I think 14. Yeah, it's definitely it's kind of the only, boss that you, almost always need fire. Because it's just so annoying without. But, I get to show off the cycle skip, which is funny and silly and goofy. Goofy Mario.
No.
Okay, that's fine. Actually, you know what? That's better because I don't want to do this next room with Cape. Normally, I switch to fire here because doing this room with Cape is a nightmare.
So those little birthday cake guys, are they the?
They're
The
what are they called?
Potobos, the fire things?
No, like the little dry bones.
Oh, dry. Yeah,
Oh,
I assume they're just dry bones,
I think
but
they're
retextured.
skull beetles. I think is the name for it.
something like that.
I've
Yeah.
never
Bony
seen them out-
beetles.
Bony beetles. That's it. Yeah.
I've never seen them outside of this. Like, I've always just thought they're birthday cakes.
There's an invisible wall
I'm not-
here, similar
I'm
to
not
Super Mario
wrong.
Bros. 3 boss transitions. So now I've hit him. He's gonna run around. We would skip all of this if I had fire flower.
Flyer.
Bonk.
Bonk.
Yeah,
and
so
then we
if you-
skip a cycle.
If you jump on him while he's in the air, you skip the next cycle of him just spinning around and jumping all over the place.
Yeah, he's annoying. That's Ludwig.
Swag.
Ludwig van Cooper. Beethoven. Yeah, so coming up next is Forest of Illusion. Forest of Illusion is an illusory world. It is designed to trick the player again. So all of the exits, most of the levels have secret exits. They take you kind of all over the place, and the routing is designed so that, again, the game is supposed to push you forward as much as you can. But it's still really weird. Also, I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with my power-up state. But
You should be able to get a cape back.
I can get a cape back in the roulette wheel, and then there's a fire flower at the beginning of the level, so that should be fine.
On the fly routing, let's go.
Yeah.
I'd say the fire
This is my
flower.
own fault. I brought this on myself. So
Yeah, the fire flower doesn't. I think would only saves about 4 seconds on Roy
True.
at this point.
No,
normally you have Yoshi there, increases your hitbox, you jump on that and you hit the Koopa pit. No, don't worry about it. I know the small only strat, I promise.
you know the small only
I'm
strat,
guessing
right?
you expected to land on the Koopa.
I did expect to land on the Koopa.
You know the
The-
small only strat, sure.
Yeah, this world is screwing me up as well. Alright, I'm just gonna... Okay.
I mean, it's illusory. It's tricky.
He's back.
He's back.
It's
We're
Yosh.
actually only gonna keep this one for a small amount of time. Okay.
A smaller amount of time than expected, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
So this Yoshi is intended for a clip in the next
Oh, no,
level.
not you.
Oh no,
Please.
he caught it.
I'm just gonna come back after I beat this level. It's fine. We need Yoshi for Forest of Illusion 2, so I can clip into the ground and skip like the entire level, but
And is this the closest place you can get him?
yes.
Yeah.
Please don't fall into the pit
I'm
like
not
3
gonna
more
do that.
times.
It's fine. They've
it's-
got a cape now.
It's fine.
I'm just gonna get Yoshi and I'm gonna move on. It's like I'm just gonna do the normal routing here. I could like technically go back and do the secret exit, but honestly that would just screw me up more than anything. This next level is probably the longest water level in the game, I would say. It goes up and down, and it's a maze, and it's super laggy because there's tons of stuff everywhere. So basically, in every level except small only, we get a Yoshi and we just clip out of bounds. And it's difficult. It's not easy. So I'm
Very
gonna
confident.
try and get it, and if I screw it up, I'll let them explain. But hopefully I get it first try.
Oh, I know which one this is. Yeah.
Oh, you still got it. You still
Yeah,
got
I
it.
still got it. I
Let's
still got it. It's okay.
go.
Yeah, that's fine. So
Don't need that cape
basically-
anyway.
Yeah, I don't need it. It's fine. It's no big deal.
Isn't that like really difficult?
Yes. So the way that
Oh, we have lost
we have
video.
lost visual.
I'm just gonna pause.
It's back.
I'm not dead.
Oh.
Oh, lost visual again. I'm not dead. That's what's important. Okay.
I reckon skip the block. It's too spooky.
Yeah.
Trying to get that block once you've swum past it is so easy to go back in bounds and lose just
Yeah.
a million years.
Yeah, because what we try and do is we kind of like ease our way back in bounds and grab that block and then swim under again, but not easy when I've swum past it, and I swum past it because I lost visual. But here we're going to grab the key exit. Unfortunately, because this has a key exit, we have to do this level again. So in 96 exit, and oh, okay, lost visual. Again,
Okay.
but it's fine. It's overworld. I can enter blue switch. Yeah, cool. We have to do it twice, but I don't have a Yoshi anymore, so I'm gonna go back, get a Yoshi, complete another exit, push myself back, and I've lost visual. Right, there we go.
Yum.
Lost
Come on.
chance for a jump.
Yes!
Oh my lord.
Frame perfect swag trick. Let's go.
You know what? It's actually a good thing I lost cape there because it's way easier to do without cape, in my opinion.
And now the run is valid.
Now the run is valid, yeah. You have to get one jump for the run to be valid. So now I'm gonna have to, you know what? I am gonna grab this because I want to do I want to do Roy the right way, and also doing this level with fire is like fine.
And this is the secret exit that you do.
Now I'm
right?
going to do the secret exit. I'm going to keep this Yoshi and then go to a ghost house, which is going to take me backwards. And then I am going to go back and do the Yoshi clip again.
How did you get a cape there when it let out a
Okay,
fire?
never mind. I guess I'll go back for Yoshi again.
So that's a roulette block. The item in it cycles every like half second or so.
Oh,
Yeah,
even after you hit the
Yeah.
it comes out.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's actually a special sprite.
The item itself keeps cycling.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a special wonder sprite that keeps changing. But it only naturally spawns in those kind of like glass blocks.
Nice cape
Those
cancels.
glass blocks. This is spooky.
Nice cape cancels.
This is definitely spooky. You can wall clip there as well.
What?
Wall clips in this game are a bit silly, so I'll explain it. Super Mario Bros. 3 is a little bit different. It's kind of a glitch inherited from Super Mario Bros. 3 almost. Basically, you can get a wall clip by clipping into the seam between two blocks. In Super Mario Bros. 3, it's way more lenient. All you need to do is find a wall clip point, and then you can just press B frame perfectly, and then it's easy. In Super Mario World, it depends on Mario's speed, depends on his subpixel, depends on the frame rule. There's only one level in the game where we actively use a wall clip to save time, and that's only in a no cape category. Every other time, it's just swag, and it screws you up. So, yeah, we're aiming for no wall clips. Here's the level again. I'm going to have to try and do it again. I do a little jump off Yoshi there to manipulate Yoshi's subpixel. I'll explain how this works.
Nice.
Nice. So essentially, that trick is based off of Yoshi's subpixel. Getting into the corner is very easy. That's the easy part of the trick. But then clipping into this part of the ground is way harder. Depends on the frame rule. Once again, we keep chucking that word around. But it essentially boils down to only certain values of Yoshi's subpixel allows you to clip into the ground properly. So it ends up coming out to being about a 1 in 4 chance that you get clipped back out. So because the frame rule is uncontrollable by a human, we clip in, give him the best possible chance of clipping into the ground properly, and then hope. 3 out of 4 times we clip in, 1 out of 4 times we'll clip out, and then we can attempt to do it again immediately after. Happens again a 1 in 4 chance. Why did I jump there? But yeah, sometimes that level is notorious for just keeping you there locked for, you know, probably a good like 45-second time loss if you do it and it just keeps kicking you out.
Oh god, the popping sound is tripping me up because I think it's coming from outside of my headphones. So I'm just like, whoa, what is going on?
This level is annoying when you don't have cape, but I do have cape, so whatever. So as you can see, I get the normal exit, and you think, oh, it's going to chuck us out of Forest Island. Forest of Illusion is going to like send us downwards so we can go to the next world. No, it's going to take us all the way back around. It's going to take us back to the ghost house that we've already beat. But the ghost house has 2 exits, so I'm going to go and complete the other exit for the ghost house, and then we're going to move on. And this level is also spooky. Once again, I'm going to pray for no wall clips.
Is it spooky because it's a ghost house?
True.
Oh, it's so scary.
Nice. Ugh. Also, here's another thing. Because of the way that blocks work in this game, if you hit the very edge of a block, like the last pixel of the block, or the first pixel of the block, you lose all of your speed. And it just completely stops Mario. So we call that a corner clip, because you're not technically clipping into the corner, but you hit. It's sort of like stubbing your toe on a table, and you stop. Like you're running really fast, and then you stub your toe on a table, and then you stop running.
I don't want to think about that. Thank you. That's a very visceral image that you've just put in my head.
Think of Mario going at 50 meters per second, and then he runs into a table. And falls over.
That is. I'm just imagining the Chris Pratt Mario doing that.
Hey guys, I'm Chris Pratt.
That's a very powerful image. Oh. Why does he fall out of the bottom of the pipe?
It's just how sprites despawn. When they get hit by Mario, they just fall downwards off the screen. So he just falls out of the block. The illusion is lost. This level, we have a strat that is interestingly named.
Oh, this camera is giving me.
Oh yeah. Also, this is a motion sickness level.
I don't think I can look at this.
Yeah, if you have motion sickness, look away.
I think if you jump on the platform, in the right way, you can actually get it scrolling like several times faster than that as well.
I have seen that happen.
You're making my head spin.
The small only strat for this level is absolutely hilarious. It was invented by Lambie, who is a madman, and essentially, you need to do a mid-air shell jump, I think 3 times, and keep Peace Bleed on a 1-tile block, which is insanely difficult. It's already difficult enough to do a mid-air shell jump, which is a 1 to 2 frame trick, and then you also have to keep Peace Bleed on a 1 block tile for like 5 seconds. Also, I can clip through the block here.
Nice.
Yeah, those most American runners I've heard referred to them as the Pop-Tarts.
Yes.
But those things, they only damage you when you're touching the ground, so you can just fly through the side of them with no consequences.
The Pop-Tart.
But they're also janky.
What are you talking about? Where I don't understand.
People think they look like Pop-Tarts.
I mean, I guess.
I don't like Pop-Tarts, to be honest. I think
I've never had a Pop-Tart.
Keep it that way. They're really sweet. I have some in my house that I just never finished eating because they taste really yuck.
Oh my god. Also,
here's a really cool level.
Also, are these switch blocks? If I'm remembering correctly, they give you a power-up. Some of them give you a power-up whenever you hit
Some of them do,
right?
and some of them don't.
Yeah, so the yellow ones, if you hit any of the blocks that appear from the yellow switch, they give you a mushroom.
Okay.
Any green blocks give you a cape, but the red and blue blocks do nothing.
Also, funnily enough, I noticed a while ago that they're the same colors as the Super Famicom.
Yes, that is true.
I have my doubts that that's a coincidence.
Really? It's not a coincidence.
Exactly.
Did I say it was coincidental? I did not mean that. I was just thinking interestingly enough.
I think it might have been an accident, to be honest.
You think?
I mean, they're pretty basic colors, red, green, yellow, blue.
Also, tell me if this is a colorblind moment for me. I swear the red switch blocks are pink.
They're
slightly
pink-ish.
Yeah, they're pinkish. I'll give you that.
Okay, I'm not sure whether this is just me being colorblind or whether it's just like it's actually pink.
No, they're like fluorescent-ish.
They're not.
I would call it like it's like in between red and hot pink. It's like almost there.
Okay.
And also depending on like the monitor that you're using. This monitor has really good colors. We're using a RetroTink, which is a really, really cool converter that allows you to play retro consoles on HDMI, and it also upscales the game. So this game looks absolutely beautiful. So it basically looks like I'm on an emulator, but I'm
That's what I was
running this
thinking.
on console, which is really awesome. So shout out to, I think his name is Mike Lee. That's the guy who makes the retro tanks.
I remember watching you practice at home.
Yeah, it
and
looks
just looking at a CRT, and I'm just like, this could be so much better.
Yeah, it's as Sten has said, it's amazing how good a SNES can look sometimes.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's really
the games are like really pretty. Like, I would say maybe like Chrono Trigger sprite work is amazing.
I need to play that game.
A Link to the Past is really fun as well.
I also need to play that game.
This next level is annoying.
Yeah, so what Lim will be trying to do here is basically the intended way of doing this is there is a block snake. If you jump on it, it just moves forward through the level slowly. But what we can do here is just sort of fly through these Potoboos, do a dive to get around some of them,
Oh, that's tight.
and then fly through this tunnel of spikes, and then that's basically most of the level done.
I love how Cape just breaks the entire game that they designed.
Yeah, the intention is that you ride a block snake for like about a minute or so.
Nice.
That is an insanely difficult strat, so I'm really glad I got that first try.
Let's go.
Because in practice I failed it like 5 times in a row, but it's all good. That was okay. That level's over.
Home stretch?
Sort of, we're kind of like in the end game now. I think this is the final like 25 minutes or so. That was Forest of Illusion. Now we're going to Chocolate Island. Chocolate Island, we sometimes call Chocolate Island because it's where you choke.
I'm sorry, you said end game, and that just gave me a powerful image of Chris Pratt Mario fighting Thanos.
Chris Pratt Mario fighting Star-Lord Chris Pratt. Chocolate Island it's a little bit of a mess. It's kind of like a mishmash of really weird levels and also really hard levels, and also some really weird enemies spawn here. Also, this level is really cool. We're going to be doing a strat that allows me to fly super fast. It's the only level in the game that allows me to do that. We're going to go through a pipe that propels me forward, but I'm going to manipulate my flight speed, and then we go super fast.
Oh.
Yeah, so normally the fastest Mario can move, just for comparison, is 51 subpixels per frame while flying. You can get up to 64 subpixels per frame.
Yeah.
Wow.
Coming out of that pipe.
Yeah,
That's
and as you can
huge.
see, he just goes flying. It's a little bit difficult though. You can't just like go in there and expect to fly. You have to manipulate your flight meter. It's a little bit complicated, and it's kind of out of the scope of what we've been talking about. But yeah, it's weird.
A fun fact, though, is that if you're flying at 64 speed out of that pipe, Mario, the game doesn't actually have values programmed properly for like how high Mario jumps at that speed. So if you jump, he will just stay on the ground.
Oh yeah, that's true. So if you somehow manage to get on the ground at 64 speed, he just won't jump. It's
That's
really
funny.
funny. Gonna here do a cape cancel to get up here when I'm not supposed to.
That's really
Nice.
cool.
You do that with a damage boost in no cape categories, but thankfully with cape you can just get invincibility whenever you want, so it's no problem. This next level is really interesting because it's the only level in the game that has transitions that change depending on certain, I guess conditions is the word. So we're going to go straight through it right now. I'm just going to go immediately through the pipe and complete the level as fast as I can. But next time I'm actually going to slow down like quite a bit, and I'll explain why that is. But we're going to grab the secret exit here because the secret exit takes us to a place that's quite out of the way, so we want to get it done as soon as possible because we don't want to backtrack. Also, I'm going to go for a frame perfect swag here.
Yo.
Yo.
Is that frame perfect?
Yeah, that's frame perfect.
Oh my god.
You can jump off of a block that you pick up, like blocks that you can pick up and also jump off. You can press Y and B on the same frame and pick them up and jump at the same time off of nothing. It looks really silly, very commonly used in Kaizo levels, but not so much relevant for us. It just looked cool. Nice. This level is, those footballs being thrown are also a fact of RNG, so
Oh my god.
yeah, sometimes you can just get blown up. This next level, this next room is annoying, and I'm just going to take it slow at the beginning and get cape speed when I'm supposed to. So I'll just...
The music in this game is just constantly like on loop in my head. It's probably one of the catchiest OSTs.
It does have a really good OST. Koji Kondo... Oh, I did actually hear that he's composing for the Mario movie.
Really?
Yeah, they said that in the direct this morning.
He's come
Koji
full
Kondo
circle.
is the original composer of Super Mario Bros. Not Super Mario Bros. 2 because it's a reskin. Fun fact that I'm sure every gamer knows. And Super Mario Bros. 3 and Super Mario World wrote a guest track for Super Mario Maker 2 wrote a guest track. It's in the forest theme because that forest theme is based off of Forest of Illusion.
Didn't he come back to like write the night themes?
Yeah, and he did the night themes.
Yeah.
So we're actually going to backtrack here because that's going to take us to the next castle, and we don't want to go there. We want to go there the long way because we need to complete all the levels. So here, I'm actually going to slow down. I'm going to collect an amount of coins, some amount. Hello?
I think you need at least 21 to get to the room you want to go to here.
Yeah. And if I screw it up, I can always start again because I've already beaten the level. You can exit a level that you've already beaten by pressing start and select. Yeah, there we go. Don't need the fire flower anymore. Better to have 2 caves. And now we're actually only going to enter this next room when the timer is at 249 or less. And that is just the way that the room transition works. So I get to...
Yeah, if you enter this pipe at 250, above 250 or higher, it'll take you to the secret exit, and any lower, it'll take you to the normal exit.
So wait, is this just like a dev-intended speedrun?
Sort of.
Dev-intended exit, I guess.
But you need to go quite slow in order to get the normal exit here.
That's really strange. Yo, it's a rainbow.
14 plus 30 is 44, apparently.
How did you
Yes,
not know
I'm a
this?
software engineering student.
You are a coding major.
Only 25 to go.
Lim.
True. This level is a double flyover. If you would like to see a very cool small only strat, you should definitely watch Rezi's, what was it? Small only all castles and forts GDQ run. Insane strat. It's very cool. You basically do a pseudo midair with a shell, and then you do another midair. Super difficult. Looks really cool though.
The hardest part of this level, like despite being a flyover, is actually just getting above those pipes in the middle of the screen, in the middle of the level.
Yeah, because as you can see, Mario bobs up and down a little bit, and the pipes get in the way.
Did you just do a circle and go to the same level?
It's the best overworld path in the game.
That's really funny.
It just takes you back.
Do the secret exit or else.
Yeah, so you have to fly like above the screen transition, which is not easy because you can't see where Mario's flying. So I have to tap left rhythmically. And then also if you fly too low, his body can graze the pipe and you just lose flight. Okay, luckily I got it there, but it's very easy to just lose flight there. I'm going to fly under here because I prefer doing it that way. Doesn't lose any time. And over here is another exit. So, turns out the devs really didn't try beating this game without the cape. They really didn't try that. There are quite a few exits that are honestly way more difficult to get without cape, which is dumb. This level, probably one of my least favorite in the game.
The first room of this is very tricky to do fast.
Yo!
Oh?
Yeah, that was really good.
Wait, I blinked.
Insane! I didn't even get that in my runs. That's so sick.
I blinked. What happened?
I just kind of flew through it.
They just went fast.
That's
That's not an easy strat.
That is
like,
so
just
difficult.
you
pretty
made
much
that
nailed
look
it.
so seamless.
And now we just say hi to some thwomps.
No, the Thwimp was trapped in jail.
That's what happens when you get
Hey,
red switch.
Hiya.
But free him. What
No.
crimes has he committed?
Here's another Wee Wee.
Assault?
Wee wee. I love wee wee.
Tax evasion and assault.
Theft.
Wee Wees are notorious
Wee wee.
for, at least in my stream, completely screwing up everything.
I've been in your chat and I've seen many a run killed by them.
This next level is really fun. Probably one of my favorite cape levels to do. It looks really silly. You fly with... This is a zigzag level. It's really cool. So we go up.
Oh, this one. This is so cool.
Roof
It is
pushes
just a
us downwards.
It is just a fun level to play.
I thought I fell in the lava. Yes! That's a fast
Nice.
strat. That is the fastest possible way you can do it.
Nice.
As long as I have 51 speed there, but whatever.
So is
It was cool.
272 the fastest time there?
I think so. I
Okay.
think you can get a 273 if you fly 51 speed for what, like, it's 3 screens worth of movement, but it's difficult. You can tell flight speed apart. Sten is a god at it. I have, like, I'm really bad at it. Also, here's Yoshi again.
How do you tell flight speed apart?
Basically, so
Stare
like
at
the speed is
like
general. It will
this.
be somewhere between 47 and 51 subpixels per frame. So if you say 48 subpixels per frame, it's going to be very smooth because you're moving an even number of pixels. There's 16 subpixels in a pixel. So then anything either side of that, like 47 and 49 will be a little jittery, 50 will be a bit more jittery, 51 will be a lot jittery.
God, this run is long.
And like some people just have a good eye for it.
Yeah, Sten has a really good eye for it. So, like, back when we were doing Fast 2020 online, he was telling me my flight speed over Nintendo Switch Online.
Also, do you want to take a drink
Crush
after
a
this level?
skip. Oh. Nah, it's all good.
That's fine. You've got a backup
Yeah.
cape.
And there's a backup cape at the end of almost every level for the rest of the run.
Pretty much.
That's funny.
Yeah, because once you get green switch, getting cape is pretty trivial. Also, this next room is a little bit Kuso.
I'm so corrupt.
Oh,
I only... What are those fireballs actually called? Because I only know them from
they're
Smash.
the small ones are
Sparks?
Sparkies, and
Oh.
the big ones are Hotheads.
Oh my
And
god.
I have
That was
Float.
scary.
That was definitely definitely intended.
Don't
I
do
don't
that to
grab
me,
that.
please.
I'll be honest, I was concerned for your safety.
Here's Wendy.
Hi, Wendy.
Get over here.
Hi,
Where
Wendy.
she spawns is also based on the global timer. That's fine. You can tell where she spawns if you look. Come on! Oh my god.
What were those patterns?
I know. Walker? Oh, Walker. You can tell where she spawns if you look at the bottom of the pipes. Her feet spawn for a single frame. So if you just see like a flash of movement, you know where she is. But also she can just spawn like that and the Podoboos are in the way and you just get hit. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah, she's
It
pretty rude
happens.
sometimes.
Yeah. She gets really mean. She always beats me in Smash. I don't like it.
Wendy?
Yeah. Also, best cutscene, by the way. He just wipes the castle down. May raised an interesting point before. Like, why can't you just do that before you enter the castle? I think that's a valid question.
Oh, wait.
You
like,
can't
destroy
just
the castle?
Yeah, why don't you just wipe it down before you enter it?
Actually, you're right.
Okay, I do still have Yoshi. Good. So this next level is another water level, but this time it's a ghost house themed water level. Very slow, very long, very laggy, and there's a very cool item at the end of it. But essentially in the next room, I'm going to attempt to do a despawn. There are 2 boo rings at the end, which you saw in previous levels, but go in the pipe, please.
God.
But what I'm going to do is I'm going to fall off Yoshi at very specific points, and that should manipulate this boo cloud here to... Yeah, that looks good. To despawn one of the boo rings, which makes swimming through it like slightly faster. It saves about maybe 5 seconds. In this category, it saves about 5 seconds, I would say.
Boy, I sure do love
That
water
looks-
levels.
that looks
on-
good.
It's
That's
on the
on the
borderline. You
cusp,
might need
yeah.
to scroll.
I think I'm good. I'm gonna play it up. Damn.
Nah, not quite.
I have gotten double despawn with no setup in a race before, which is stupid.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so now we have to just wait for this. This one I can damage boost through.
Why couldn't you damage boost through the last one?
Because it's horizontal and
You can.
you can, but it's a little bit spooky.
Fair
It's
enough.
definitely like
It's a little bit more
damage,
difficult.
like doing the deboost off Yoshi to get into it is fine. Getting out is harder.
Yeah, especially when you're going upwards, because Yoshi, when he jumps off you fall. He falls downwards, so you have to go back and get him anyway. You can deboost to get in, but getting out is way harder.
I see what you mean.
Here is a very cool item that we're gonna call out.
Oh yes, this is the one instance of this in the game, and you barely saw it. But
The orb.
that's the orb.
Orb? That is the origin of the GDQ orb meme, I believe.
I was about to say, is that a GDQ reference? And
Or-
why-
No, GDQ
Orb.
is a Super Mario World reference.
True. So here's the final world. This is Valley of Bowser, as you can tell by the big Bowser mouth.
I don't believe you.
Got some funky music going on here in the overworld. I think it's pretty sick. And now we're going to play with some moles. They've got some cool sunglasses. Yoshi's going to eat them anyway. This is probably one of my favorite levels to do, both no cape and with cape.
They're also just so cool. Like,
They're
look at them.
so
They got,
cool.
they got shades
They
on.
got shades on.
Yeah.
They're sick.
And apparently Yoshi can eat them despite them being, like, at least double his size.
I don't know how he digests the sunglasses, but I'm not going to question
I
that.
mean,
Double
they-
tap.
That's
just
the part
absor-
you're asking about?
They're just absorbed
double
into
tap.
his eternal coolness.
They are bigger than him.
Yeah, but
he
he's
eats
cool.
multiple of them.
He's cool.
This next level is the final instance of intended wings. So I'm gonna fly above the screen for an amount of time. Yeah, looks good. Yeah, that's good. There are like bats that spawn off screen and oh, hello. Okay. They get in the way sometimes and they're not nice. There's the wings. And we're gonna keep Yoshi because coming up there is a secret exit that you cannot get without Yoshi, which is interesting. Also, coming up is the best strat in the entire game. So you can go for a door fly here, which is like manipulating the meter again, but it's gross and I don't like it.
Oh, this room
Okay,
looks hectic.
here we go. I'm gonna go for it. Ah, I missed it. You have to slide into that one tile block.
Oh no.
That's fine. You can just...
There we go.
Nice.
You
Jeez.
can perfectly slip your way in there. We call that sexy slide. And it's the best strat in the game, but unfortunately you don't get to see it this time.
Are we gonna get to see Super Sexy Slide?
No.
No.
That's too difficult. Oh, where P-speed. Also more orbs.
Or
Orb.
can't believe that there was a GDQ reference in Super
In
Mario.
this ASM, it's more likely than you think.
in Super Mario World.
Mind if I read a couple of donations?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we have $10 from May saying good luck in the run, Lim, and what a
May.
great way to open an amazing event. We also have $31.19 from Music Will saying hello from the US, wishing all runners good luck for the marathon this weekend. Smiley face.
Hello, US.
And we have $10 from Arapthos saying, is Reznor the name of the group of dinosaurs, or did 4 dinosaurs named Reznor decide to hang out in the fortresses?
So
That's a good question.
They're
I
all
genuinely don't know the
individually-
answer.
No, I'm pretty sure they're all individually called Reznor, and they just hang out. They just happen to hang out. They're just a couple of dudes being guys, you know.
Chilling on
Couple
a
of
hot
guys,
tub.
couple of guys being dudes. Yeah, no, I
Couple of
think they're all
dudes
called
being
Reznor.
guys.
In the credits, they actually all have their names. Like there's a little cast call, and they all have names, and it's really cute.
That's really funny.
Yeah. I like to think that there's like four people named Reznor came together to make a Bui Bui.
Yo,
that's a
wait,
good
no,
one.
Bui Bui is like on the
Exactly.
on the Ferris wheel, so like maybe they're like all called Reznor, and it's like a group, like a flock of birds,
Oh,
like a
there's a
herd
strat
of
you can do
cows.
here.
Oh, is Reznor
it's
the collective noun?
It's a
Ooh,
Bui Bui. It's a
true.
Bui Bui of. Oh wait, a Reznor of Bui Buis?
Reznor.
Quite possibly.
There's a strat you can do there called early pee down the shaft.
I'm not impressed.
It's because you fall down a shaft and you're getting early pee speed, so we call it early pee down the shaft. It makes
It
perfect
is-
sense.
You guys are terrible.
I don't know what there's no connotations there whatsoever.
It's a hard strat.
It's a hard strat. It's also pretty inconsistent, so like there's a chance I can get it, but it's just
I
a
don't think
funny
I've
name.
I don't think I've ever got it, but also I haven't tried that hard.
Yeah, it doesn't want to go down the shaft.
You have to like sort of like cleanly enter the hole rather than like landing before it
Yeah.
and then falling down.
It's very specific. But here we are going to be saying goodbye to Mr. Yoshi. It's the last time we're going to see him on this
No,
run.
don't do it.
I'm not chucking him in the lava. I'm just
Good.
ditching him here. He's there. He's there.
He's,
Okay,
he's,
he's fine.
he's chilling.
fine.
He knows where the
chilling.
exit is.
Exactly.
He'll make his own way
He'll
out.
make his own way home. It's all good.
He's gonna catch the bus.
The frame rule bus?
That's Super Mario Bros. 1. That's
Wrong
not this game.
Wrong game. Here is the final castle, like the Koopaling castle. It's not the final fortress, though.
This
there's
is
a block
another
snake.
room where you're supposed to ride a block snake, but we can just sort of fly through it instead.
Yeah.
I assume you only ever ride the snake in no cape categories.
That is correct.
Pretty much. And even then, we try, like, there are ways to cut down on time spent on
So
the
you might
snake.
be wondering why I slowed
Oh.
down
No.
there. That's because I need to scroll the screen. If you press L or R for a while you're not pressing any buttons, the screen actually moves a little bit, like that, like how I've just scrolled right. And that allows the sprites to spawn earlier so that I can get out of the way with enough time. That Magic Koopa there... Oh, get out of the way!
Magic Koopa's rude.
Why are you there? Go
this is
away.
Sketchy.
That's fine. I just don't want to get Doorfly into this room because it kills me.
Doorfly?
Yeah, so if you go too fast, Mario will be mid-flight when he enters there and fall straight into the lava.
Oh!
So I'm trying not to do
Yeah,
that.
it gets really weird if you end up with flight in that room. It just feels like everything goes wrong.
That's great.
Magic Koopa was the
Well-programmed game,
final
by the way.
defense, and
Yeah,
he failed.
The platform, like
my
even
God.
if you are
Backward.
fine with flight, the platform itself is not expecting you to have any sort of flight there, and will get kind of glitchy if you land on it.
It's very funny. Yeah, so Magic Koopa spawns are wild, and they're mostly random. I forgot to press A there. There's a save point here, but we're actually not going to go and fight Bowser. There's 2 more levels for us to complete. And this is the level where I am going to go for the 2-frame strat that saves 13 seconds.
Oh,
Like,
we're going for Samba.
I'm going for Samba.
I'm excited.
And maybe I'm not. I'm only going to go for it once, because I don't want to waste too much of this marathon's time. But already behind schedule. But it's all good.
I mean, Lim's a gamer, so
Here we go. Hit the wings for good luck.
Oh,
Okay. No, I'm just gonna wait. I want to show this off.
Was that... Did you just miss
I
Samba,
missed a
or-
cycle. I missed a cycle.
it's a
You're supposed to
cycle.
get in there and go down before it goes down, but I'm just gonna wait for it to go back down. I have to wait for it to go back down anyway, so it's not a time loss. It's a time loss because I missed the cycle, but it's not a time loss for waiting for it. Here we go. Yo!
Oh my god!
Oh, you missed the piece speed.
I missed the
No!
No, it's
So-
still cool. It's still cool.
So basically, you can, if you when the sandbar's at the right height, if you do a spin jump while ducking underneath it, you will just clip inside it like Lim just did.
That's
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
so cool.
they didn't get P speed back fast enough, so they weren't able to actually make
Save
it far
time.
enough across for it to save time.
Yeah. You can also do a clip down in that little L shape there. You just shove your body in there. You can do that without any
Yeah,
manipulation.
that one, if you just
Oh.
stand under the ceiling, you just
Yeah.
clip through. It's
Yeah, you
great.
just hold left. We call that
Every-
Louis clip.
Everything in this
Name
level
after Louis.
scares me.
It's
Shout
a
out to
bit
Louis.
spooky, but it's fine.
A bit. Just a bit.
Just a bit.
Louis is the... I don't think he currently... I think Maiba has the record right now, but Louis is an ex-world record holder. He is an incredible runner.
I'm sorry, what?
Louis.
Oh, no, I was confused at what was going on.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
There's a secret exit over there. The normal exit is to the right, but we already did Yoshi Wings to finish
Yeah.
the level the first time.
This is probably the hardest cape level in the game, I would say. And
It's a tricky one. It's quite technical.
Yeah. All of my visual cues are off as well because of Retro Tank, but that looks good. Yep. We're going to keep P-Speed here, fly up and amount like there-ish. Yep. Cool.
Looks good.
I'm going to go for Crusher Skip as well because why not?
Nice.
Yes!
Oh. Oh,
That's
no.
okay. That's
Okay,
that's
you still
fine.
got the cape.
Still got the cape and I can wait here.
We got a backup cape.
I'm waiting for that Protoboo to go.
Nice. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
You were giving me a heart
That is
attack.
insanely difficult. And right at the end, there's a Bui Bui. And, okay.
It's a Bui Bui of Resnor, or Resnor Bui Buis.
Okay. It didn't end up in the lava. We're good.
Okay, that's fine.
Is there a place I can get cape back like easy? I might just go through... I'll go through VOD 2 again and grab cape because I want to show off cape kill.
Yeah.
Why not?
Vault 2's your best spot.
Vault
Or
2.
maybe Ghost. Actually, probably Ghost Ship.
Oh, true, actually, yeah. It'd be faster. I'm going back to get a cape because killing Bowser with the cape is faster and also looks cooler. Oh, wait, I don't have a mushroom. Okay, I'll just start select.
It's fine.
It's fine. I think, if I remember correctly, I screwed up cape kill in last ASM, so I'm gonna go for it this time, and hopefully I do get it.
Fingers crossed, please.
It's not particularly difficult, it's just getting to Bowser with a cape is slightly difficult.
That's fine. You only got dark room to do.
Yeah, only dark room. Only like one of the most annoying rooms in the game.
Only.
Easy. Only. Yeah, this room's dark. That's
Yeah,
about it.
There is a question mark block you can hit to turn on a light, but
Yeah,
the
that's
light
the-
makes
the
it
disco
laggy
ball.
and it's out of the way slightly, so we don't do that.
Oh, is that light the little sprite beneath the item
Yeah.
box?
Yeah.
You might not be able to see it on the stream, but yeah, when you like live stream this game, it like looks really dark for some reason.
Is this
And
like the
this
final
is
boss?
it. This is final boss.
This is
yeah.
it.
So I'm going to be doing some specific jumps here with Cape. So I have the propeller go past a certain visual cue, and then I fly up. And what that's going to do is it's going to allow me to hit the Mecha Koopa as soon as it comes out of the car and hit him immediately. The first available frame. That wasn't the first frame, but it's the first time that his hitbox comes out. Just like
Nice.
that.
That's cool.
So now I'm going to be going for ball skip. It's a trick that saves about 30 seconds.
We're all very
and
mature.
it's a little bit difficult. It's called ball skip because you skip seeing Bowser's ball.
Yeah, so normally Bowser in this second phase throws 2 bowling balls, but if you hit him with a Mecha Koopa right as he's about to throw the second
Don't
one,
need that.
you can just skip it entirely.
You skip seeing Bowser's... Well, you're going to see one. Bowser's big, round, smooth metal ball.
Okay.
It's a big, round, smooth metal ball. What else am I supposed to call it?
Ooh, that might be a bit early.
I think that's a bit early. Yeah.
Ooh.
We'll see. I'm optimistic.
That's either early or like frame perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
early. Okay, that's no big deal. That doesn't lose too much time.
Is that just a minute based on your position?
Yeah, so essentially I'm hitting Bowser with a Mecha Koopa when he starts the animation to start throwing the bowling ball.
Oh.
That's frame 1, so that's good. Yeah, but I'm back on track anyway. I can do the cycle skip for the next frame. So time ends on the first frame that Peach is shown when she falls out of the
be
clown
ready
car.
on time.
Yeah, so I'll call out time. I'll like count down as well. So I'm gonna pop. Oh,
Oh.
that was way
Oh,
too early.
no.
That was way too early. I don't know why I did that. That's fine though. Whee! Just reminder.
That's
of-
fine, just need to hit Bowser with 2 Mecha Koopas.
Come on, go this way.
Come on.
Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice.
And time
Times when
in-
Peach appears.
time.
Now,
And that is Super Mario World, hopefully 96 exit. I don't think I missed anything.
I mean,
we'll do a file check. But yeah, that is every level in Super Mario World completed every possible way. Yeah, this game is awesome. It's definitely very good for a beginner speedrun. If you wanted to like learn a speedrun for the first time, 11x at the any % category is very beginner friendly, very fun, very quick. It's like a 15-minute run. I did it 3 years ago. But I'm glad to be back at PAX, and I'm really thankful that these guys let me put on my silly little show. So I'm going to do a file check real quick. So we're just going to reset. And if I see 96...
if the run's valid.
If the run is valid, yeah.
What happens if it's not?
96.
96.
Nice.
Yeah. So that is Super Mario World. Thank you all so much for having me. Look forward to, I believe it is Metroid Dread coming up next.
I believe that's correct.
Hell yeah. Well, see you soon.